All right, everyone. Welcome back to JLB and Me, to where I am JLB and you are the me. Today I'm joined with, accompanied by the lovely, talented, brilliant, beautiful MC Kitty.
Hi.
How you doing? All right, she's gonna be throwing some questions at me while I draw a picture. Today's picture is gonna be Spawn, and to be honest, that's as far as I got. I'm not sure what position I'm gonna be putting him in, but Spawn is gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be like an upper torso, I think, to give you. I zoomed in a little bit on the camera so you can get a little better idea what the detail is. So yeah, a little bit of questions, Q&A, and then we'll go into good old-fashioned time lapse with music. So let's get started. Go ahead and shoot them questions at me as I start sketching out old Spawny boy here.
Okay, so we got a couple here from Raylan Sanchez.
Raylan Sanchez, my cousin. You know, I actually changed that little boy's diapers, when he was a kid. Yeah, embarrassing little factoid there for you. And to me, it's really, really funny. But yeah, he has a longer beard than I do, little bastard.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, I love you, primo. Love you, cousin. All right, what's his question? What's going on?
Will you consider doing requests?
That is an actual tough question. Sometimes it all depends on my mood. Sometimes if I would consider it sometimes, but I'd have to be in the proper mindset, the proper mood. So yeah, it's a possibility that I would do requests depending on what they are.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and he also wants to know how long it usually takes you to complete a black and white or color piece.
Cuzzo, you're killing me with these questions. When it comes to art, it varies with me. A really basic black and white drawing to where it's just a body and a simple background like I've been doing lately. That can take anywhere between an hour to 3 hours, depending on how much detail I put into it, depending on how much black I put into it. The style I choose to do it, gray wash or straight marker, or even if it's in pencil. It all it's just different.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We got some from Kermit Mitchell.
Kermit Mitchell, what's going on, dog?
He wants to know what you're thinking about when you're working on your pieces.
That again is one of those hard questions when you ask an artist what they're thinking about. It varies. Again, It could be nothing at all. I could just be listening to some tunes and just drawing. Other times it could be really profound things like the meaning of life and why am I here? And sometimes I'll think, do penguins have knees? It doesn't really fucking matter. You never fucking know, dude. It's just random shit that comes into your mind sometimes, dude.
Sorry, you got me with the penguins and knees. Okay. He would also like to know how you feel when you see what you were kind of imagining come to life on the paper.
It's again a very hard question to ask an artist. It's mixed feelings really because sometimes the thing will come out amazingly on how you expected it to come out, and sometimes it looks like a freaking epileptic 5-year-old did it or something like that. Not to cast any dispersions on people with ailments, but it just doesn't look as well as I would have hoped it would come out. So it's kind of a loaded question, to be honest. But yeah, sometimes I'm like, it looks great, awesome, yay. But other times I'm like, what the hell did I just do here and why? Why did I put that line there? Why did I put that shading there? So it varies. It varies.
Yeah, I get you on that one. Trust me. Okay, this is another big one.
Oh.
What would you like for the next step to be after this? Would you be interested in doing comic books or maybe even going into like working on the movies and stuff?
As far as comic books go, I thought I did want to do that for the longest time as a kid. But with the politics in the industry and the whole, from what I understand, deadline, it makes or breaks a person. To be honest, I think it would break me. I am not a person that is good with deadlines and hurry up and do this and hurry up and do that. I am basically a more traditional artist to where I have to feel what I want to do instead of just making it happen. So as far as comic books go, not so much. Maybe a collaboration piece to where I'll do a they sometimes do these one piecers to where you do one very detailed piece and it's inside the book itself, as a guest artist type of thing, or maybe one of those big huge panels, or even cover art. I can do single spots, but when it comes to doing the entire book, I can't say that I'm that good or that patient, really. Yeah, so there's that one. I'm not sure I like this with my drawing, especially with this pencil. To give you a heads up on that, why I might not use it. This is my first time using it on this glove. Is a gift from MC Kitty over here. She gave it to me for Christmas. She thought I would like it because she uses one for when she does. She's actually very talented. She does computer graphics in some aspects. Working in with some video games with one of her friends / boss. Yeah, she's using it for her art pad, and it works great when it's on screen, I'm sure, but for some reason I'm having issues when I'm clicking, if I'm not sure if you can see, but when I click it, it sometimes catches on that little fold there, so I guess I have to be more weary.
I think it's just one of those things you gotta get used to.
It could be. It's my first time using it, but I'm gonna use it throughout the entire, or try to use it through the entire thing. If it pisses me off too much, then I'll just throw it at your face and call it good.
At least it's lightweight.
Yeah, I'll just put a rock in it.
Yeah, it definitely took me a while to get used to mine.
Yeah, this is my first time using it, so.
Okay. The next couple questions are from me.
Next couple questions from you.
Yeah.
All right, so shoot.
I know you said earlier that you would possibly consider doing.
Oh wait! I'm sorry to interrupt you. I don't think we finished Kermit's questions. What was it? He said something about comics and movies and cartoons. As far as like I said, I answered the comics portion, but movies. If any of my if I actually become famous enough to where my characters are well known, I would definitely consider a movie with it. Or with them, because I do have my own characters that I unless they get copyrighted, copyright legal copyrights rights, I'm not gonna post them out in public to where, because if they're good enough ideas, I don't want somebody to take that idea, because I have a couple characters that I really like there, and I have background stories for them, so.
All right, absolutely.
All right, and as far as cartoons go, same thing, hell, freaking Spawn, freaking huge. He had a freaking cartoon series. He had a cartoon series on HBO with that was more graphic. Freaking badass show. I have the VHS versions of that somewhere. I just don't have a VHS player, so yeah. All right, I think that covers Kermit's questions.
I actually missed one. I didn't write.
Oh, you missed
down.
one. Oh, bad girl.
So sorry. He wants to know what your favorite creation is. I'm not sure if he means an OC or just a piece in general. But...
that's true. That's a hard question, especially we don't know the details. Kermit, creation as far as my favorite piece that I've ever done. I'd have to say it's one of my Venom pieces that I did that my wife Amber blew up and put on a poster type of thing. So I would have to say that's one of my favorite ones.
Do you have a digital copy of that? Because I can put it up on the screen.
Yeah, there is a digital copy. There is a digital copy of it. It's that one right there. that big one right there. There's a digital copy. It'll I guess Bethany can, because she is, like I said, I'm not sure if I mentioned it earlier, but she is my editor, ish. Editor, page manager. She's the tech savvy one in the house when it comes to YouTube channels and Instagrams and Twitters and Patreon. Yeah, she made me a Patreon page, so take a look at that. I think she's gonna put a link in there somewhere. Make sure I'm in frame here. Yeah. So.
Do you have a favorite OC though?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, one of my favorite original characters is actually a character that I created with a mixture of other characters that have already been created, but since revamped them to make him look more original. His original appearance was a collaboration, or not collaboration. What am I looking for? I guess stumbling my own words. I'm sorry. Basically, he's a mashup of Wolverine and Spawn. At the very least, he was at first. But ever since then, I've created a new look for him, to where his basic powers are the same in my head. But as far as his appearance goes, it's much more me created. Like I put more thought into his appearance wise, and his name is Demon Child, and a few people know of that character, as far as I'm concerned. I think because we're up at the chains right here.
Well, if not, they do now.
Yeah, very true, very true.
God, I'm still so jealous that you can do this so fast. Jeez. Okay. Okay, so we covered Kermit's questions.
Okay.
And we covered Raylan's questions.
All right, and let's cover your questions now. I'm sorry.
No, I was just making sure I didn't miss any more. If people would, like to possibly make a request, or just, give you an idea or something, what would be the best way to contact
If you want to suggest an idea or make a request, and now keep in mind, not all requests are going to be taken, so please don't get butthurt about it. It depends on my mood. If I feel like I can do it, or if I feel like it's a really good idea, then I'll do it. If not, then I'm sorry. But if you want to make requests and stuff like that, there are different ways. My Facebook account is up on my page. My Facebook is linked in my page. So is my Instagram, and I believe through YouTube itself you can make requests. So there are multiple ways of asking me questions. So feel free to use any one of those. If you want the easiest one and the one that's quickest for you, I would maybe suggest either Instagram or here on YouTube, because you're already here.
Plus, we're more likely to see that notification.
Yeah, we're more likely to see that notification. And so, subscribe and be part of the YouTube family. I mean, this is something that I put off for a while. And again, thanks to Monty, my brother from another mother. His birthday gift, for his Christmas gift of the GoPro 7 Hero Black is the main reason I'm doing this, because I did previously do a video with my old webcam because I've been planning on this for years, and I think I was out of frame for that one, so I apologize. I was planning on doing this for several months, almost a year now, on doing this, but I hesitated because of the webcam I had, and once I finally did it, I was extremely, extremely regretful. The regrets were strong, people. I mean, the video quality was crap. I did it on my laptop, which is really old. It's about as old as my daughter, if not older, and she's about to be 10 this year. The webcam itself was about the same age. So the video came out really tiny. You couldn't see any details. It was worse than my first video that I posted here. So if that gives you any inclination on how bad it was. All right. But, Yeah, it was bad. So, what's the next question? I'm over here ranting and shit.
No, you're good. I know we talked slightly about it earlier, but if someone really likes your work and they do kind of want to support you in this, is there a way that they could do that?
Yes. See, here's the thing. I am broke. I'm a po mofo. I'm so poor sometimes. I literally use Sharpies. That's what I use. That's what I've grown up using.
And
Crayola markers. So so I use what I got. And if anybody wants to support me, I do have an Amazon wish list, and I will be posting those from now on in my videos so that you can take a look at some of the things that I would like to have as far as art utensils go, art supplies. I even have in there in the wish list a tackle box, which will help me keep my art supplies organized for anybody who wishes to help me out with that, and it would be greatly appreciated. And if you do tend to feel generous enough to make a donation such as that, let me know if you want. If you want to stay anonymous, be anonymous. But if you don't want to be anonymous and you want to be put on blast, kind of, sort of, but an appreciative blast, then let me know. I will definitely spit out your name and thank you so very much, and even dedicate the drawing to you. I mean, I can't probably promise you that it'll go out to you, but at the very least, I can show you my appreciation by using what you gave me and on the video. And yeah, so there is a way to do that if you want to help me out. It would be greatly appreciated. Any other questions?
Couple.
Okay, go ahead.
Just kind of building on that last one. We've been toying around with the idea of making the Patreon for you.
Okay, I don't really know what Patreon is. Can you give me and the viewers, for those who don't know what Patreon is, what is it and what's the purpose of it?
Yes, absolutely. It's basically a page that we create, and it will have different tiers that you can subscribe to. Like, there could be a dollar tier, basically.
Okay.
Depending on, if people want to support you and donate a little bit every month, there can be different tiers, and different tiers will give different things. Like, we could do shout outs in the videos, we could send off signed prints,
Okay.
There's all sorts
of different little knickknacks and goodies.
Yeah, absolutely.
Basically, I think I
I've
fucked
seen
that up.
some people do early access. I've seen some people do sneak peeks.
Okay.
Progress pics. One thing I saw that was really cool that a couple of people do is coloring pages. So they will take a high resolution scan of the image while it's still in the inking process. And it'll be one of the things that people can get for one of the tiers. And
okay. I see what you mean. They basically download it, print it out, and they could pretty much color along with the drawings that I've done.
Yeah, however they want.
Or even if it's for their kid,
Exactly. I thought that was so cool.
that sounds really cool. I mean, I know some people out there who are pretty decent at coloring that probably wouldn't mind coloring some of the stuff that I do.
I've seen some people do, like I said, sign prints and stuff. Some people will do big old posters and stuff. They'll get huge posters of their high resolution work printed off and signed and send those out.
Oh hell yeah! I'll definitely sign some stuff for people. You want my drawing on your wall? Hell yeah! I will definitely do that. Sign it and send.
Right, and I mean, like I said, this is just me basically thinking of ideas and just now telling him about it.
Oh yeah, she's just not telling me about it. I don't know what's going on. It's like I said, she's my editor and my manager. So she knows a lot about this kind of stuff. She's all she's brilliant with that kind of stuff. So yeah, you're welcome.
But I mean, yeah, I figured Plus, it would be a good thing for people to hear that we're not quite sure what we're gonna do with it yet.
Yeah, we're not sure what we're doing right now. It's for fun. I'm having a good time. I like seeing the numbers of the views go up, and that feels amazing, to be honest.
Right.
So yeah, just help us out here.
And I mean, since we're not quite sure on it yet, I mean, they can always give suggestions.
Yeah, definitely suggest, make suggestions, and like I said, some of your suggestions may be taken into consideration. And some may not, depending on how I feel, I mean, hell, you can make a suggestion now, and like months later, I'll be reviewing my videos, because I tend to do that sometimes. And all of a sudden, I'll be like, you know what? That sounds like a really good idea right now. Let me try that out.
Right.
So you never know. Your suggestion might become something that, hell, it might. Your suggestion here's the trippy shit. Your suggestion may in fact be the very thing that makes me super famous, to where it'll start getting me a lot more views, a lot more fans. So feel free, please suggest away.
Right.
I'm not gonna take that away from you.
No, and you can never have too many ideas in your head.
Yeah, exactly. You can never have too many ideas. You can never have too many thoughts. I don't know. Some people can have too many thoughts. I mean, THOT. Too many thoughts. So many thoughts. Joelle. That's my first thought. That's right. You're my first thought, baby. No.
Oh my god.
My first ever thought, Joelle. Oh, no. Just kidding.
Oh god.
I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm hetero. So very hetero. No homo.
You can hear the puppy going.
All right. Any other questions?
Yes. In regards to the inking that you do, when you do the first pass, basically, just to go over the lines so you know where everything is.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the time, when I've been using a lot of different brands, they smudge like crazy. It doesn't matter if I leave them for 12 hours, they still smudge.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've had some that will smudge the day after if I try to erase the lines.
I think those are gel pens. I don't like gel pens for that reason. What's the question?
So, what kind of which ones have you found that don't do that to you? Which are the best for kind of being able to quickly erase your pencil work after you're done with doing like the first pass on the inking lines there?
Well, to be honest, for only fairly recently, for a long time, I've been using like 3 different types, and I have those 3 types with me here right now. Well, actually, one other type that did smudge a lot, and it was a pain in the butt. But here are the ones that I have used fairly recently. I have used the Faber-Castell. Let me see, I'll get that in frame.
It might help if you put your hand behind it. That helps focus sometimes.
Faber-Castell XS, very fine tip. One of the beginning things I've ever used, a Sharpie pen. Very fine tip. It comes out very well. It dries very fast, and I can erase. And of course, the Micron 005. And this is what I'm going to be using right now. They are really good when it comes to doing the first pass of ink, and what I suggested in one of my earlier drawings is that if you start from the top and you work your way down in your inking, by the time you're done inking, when you start erasing your pencil marks, you start from the top and work your way down. So that way, by the time you get to the very bottom, it's dry. It's dry and it's decent. So that's what I do. That's what I suggest for anybody out there who wants to get my 2 cents on the subject. But yeah, that's the thinner the line, the faster it'll dry, and then you can go back with a thicker line afterwards to get that thicker line boldness if you want it. If you don't want it, then hey, that's your prerogative. That's your artwork, or that's your style.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that. Any other questions?
That was the last one from me.
That was the last one from you? All right. Well, if you want, we can start here pretty soon. The the time lapse. I don't really have much else to do as far as penciling goes. After this, I'll start inking and coloring in. Today's gonna be colored in with a few things. I'm not sure if anybody cares really. I'm hoping you care because you're here and you're looking at what I'm doing. I'm gonna be using Sharpie markers as well as Crayola markers. I'm going to be using for white highlights. This by the way, I am not sponsored by any of these people. So if you want to sponsor me, feel free. No, this painters with brand new white marker, acrylic, opaque. It does really good. Fine tip. It does really good whites. It comes out very vibrant on the paper. And then if you get your finger, and if you want to make it not so dark, you smudge it a little bit with your finger in the direction you want to go, and it smudges it just right. So I love it. I personally love it. So yeah. So okay, from here on, I'll be going into the inks and going to hyperfast super mode, or AKA time lapse. So here we go. Enjoy. Alright folks, that's about it. Here is Spawn. You saw some of my techniques and hopefully you like it. Few things I gotta say here. If you don't mind listening to me for a little while longer before I sign this and send off. Yeah, just about done here. Okay, so I would like to once again give a shout out to Monty for making this possible, aka Money Monster, aka Eskimos. Also to Bethany, aka MC Kitty 92 or MC Kitty, known throughout several places, for being my page manager and editor of this piece. I hope you enjoyed it. Also would like to thank Raylan Sanchez and Kermit Mitchell, my boys and my cousin. Thank you for the questions, and hopefully I answered some of your questions. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Feel free to re-ask them. I'll answer them again if I can, if I remember. Yeah, when I get it all set up, the Patreon and Amazon wishlist will be on the description down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon if you want to get notified of when I upload more new videos and stuff like that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Love. You can't really see it there. Love, peace, coochie grease. Forgot to sign it. Sorry about that. Gave off my send-off without signing it. Such a rookie move. Alright, there you go, guys. Again, I'm sorry for the mess up outro. I'll hit you guys up next time or whatever. I will be posting a picture of this at the end of the video. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys enjoyed the time with me. Sorry for the foul up. Love, peace, and Gucci grease.